Aichi Coexistence Academy is a very different school. It's an academy where all the girls are in charge and the boys are their helpers. The boys are all scared of the girls because they all have really dangerous weapons. Some boys are even forced to wear dresses and act like girls. One day, Fudo Nomura joins the academy as a new student. He has no idea what happens at Aichi Academy, so he thinks it's just a normal school. Fudo Nomura was actually kicked out of his previous schools. Nomura has always been pretty aggressive and he does not care about other people and their opinions. In his previous school, Nomura actually got into a fight with over 40 students. He is so strong that he managed to beat up all 40 of them. Nomura wears special gloves that protect him from attacks with knives or blades. Also, he is a brutal and fantastic hand-to-hand fighter. Nomura has trained himself for many years, and for that reason, he now has a special attack that does a lot of damage. This attack is called Spirit Bullet. In the meantime, we are introduced to Rin Onigawara. She is the leader of a group called the Supreme Five Swords. They are a very dangerous group at the academy, and basically everyone is afraid of them. Rin is a very skilled fighter and warrior, and she has a very dangerous sword. Also, Rin wears an Oni mask. It's to hide her face because of something traumatic that happened when she was very young. The Supreme Five Sword organised a special meeting. All the most popular and powerful girls attend this meeting. They go over the rules and they also talk about this new transfer student called Nomura. We meet Amou, who is also a member of the Supreme Five. She especially thinks that Nomura will have to be taught a lesson. Soon, Nomura realises that this school is much stranger than he thought. He meets Rin and all the other members of the Supreme Five Sword. They get into a fight, and now Nomura must fight to survive. Rin is brutal and does not hold back at all. Nomura has to use all his skills in combat. Using his special move, Nomura actually wins the battle. By accident, he kisses Rin. She is now furious and wants to punish him even more. Nomura just runs away from her and the other girls. The members of the Five Swords are totally surprised that Rin could be defeated in battle so easily. Nono Mizunono and Choka are especially furious at Nomura and decide to chase after him. Nomura just wants some peace and quiet. Nomura goes to the girls' dormitory and gets into trouble immediately. Rin is very sick after their fight and she is in her dorm. Nomura wants to find a way he can leave the school by bus. He meets with a boy from the academy that he met yesterday. This boy is called Masuko, and he sometimes wears a dress because of the harsh rules in the academy. Masuko tells him that he needs a special exit permit, and that is the only way he can leave. He can only get these permits if every member of the Five Swords gives their permission. He has to collect all of their signatures to leave. Nomura hates all these unnecessary rules. Masuko also reveals that Rin is the only one who gets the final decision if he can get a permit. He reveals to Nomura that there is a very secret smuggler who often brings the boys to the school with various supplies. The following day at school, Nomura brags that he got cakes from the smuggler. The girls are now furious at him and try to hurt him once more. Nomura just runs away from them. All the girls in the dorm are now angry at Nomura as he keeps causing problems for them. They decide to punish Nomura so he has to spend time with Rin. Rin is now in charge of keeping him safe and not doing crazy stunts. Mary Kikakujo is another member of the Supreme Five Swords, and she wants to beat up Nomura by any means necessary. Mary and Rin get into an argument, as Rin now has to protect Nomura. Choka arrives as well, and decides to chase after Nomura, who runs away. Soon after that happens, Nomura goes to meet the Empress. She seems to be the one in charge of everything at the academy. Her name is Kirukiru Amou. Nomura knows her from his past. It seems that they have spent some time together when they were younger. Mary and Rin are now both in charge of keeping Nomura out of trouble. Mary at first hates spending time with Nomura, but soon she starts to get obsessed. It seems that now both Rin and Mary are actually flirting with Nomura. The other girls in the Supreme Five Swords notice this and get furious at them. Warabi Hanasaka is especially angry and wants Rin and Mary to take their task seriously. Soon, Nomura, Mary and Rin get all forced to be part of a dangerous tournament at the academy. This tournament is organised on Bloodsport Day, and it's called the Warabimpics. Nomura now has to be part of a dangerous game called Warabimpics. Warabi wants to prove that Nomura is weak and should be thrown out of school. He has to defeat many challengers, and the last one is fighting a giant bear. This bear is really strong, and now Nomura has to wrestle it. Nomura realises that the bear is really powerful. Still, he manages to defeat it and win the game. The Warabi picks end, and Nomura is happy with his effort. Warabi still does not want to give up. She sets a trap for him and promises to give him his reward. Nomura falls into a trap and now has to fight WRB 34. This time, Nomura does not have to fight totally alone. Mary, Nono, Choka and Rin all arrive to help him in the fight. They manage to defeat this powerful enemy. Satori Tamaba, one of the most powerful Supreme Swords, arrives and demands to challenge Nomura. Nomura manages to defeat all the enemies during Bloodsport Day, and now he is pretty famous in school. All the girls are very attracted to him and want to date him. Now, wherever Nomura goes, there are many girls following his every move. Nomura tries to continue living his life like normal, but he does not have the same freedom. Every time he does something, there are a bunch of girls around him wanting to seduce him. Nomura really does not care about his new attention, but Mary and Rin are really jealous. They do not like the other girls spending time around him. One morning, Rin and Mary check Nomura's bag, and then something falls out of it. They find a lewd picture of Nomura and a warrior student called Satori. Rin and Mary are now furious at Nomura. He decides to prove that he is innocent. Nomura and Warabi work together and go into the girls' dormitory. Suddenly, they get into a big fight with a masked girl and Satori as well. Nomura now has a totally ruined reputation. It seems that Warabi was also the one who set him up so that Satori could take those pictures. Nomura has to get those photos, as that is the only way to prove his innocence. Nomura decides to attack Warabi and Satori while they are in the bath. Satori is totally naked and that distracts Nomura during the fight. Satori is brutal and she attacks Nomura without mercy. Warabi also gets involved in the fight. Nomura wakes up in the infirmary. It seems that after his brutal fight with Satori, he was knocked out. Warabi is also passed out in the infirmary with him. Mary and Rin visit Nomura as they are very worried about him and how he is dealing with Satori. Both Rin and Mary get into an argument because they get jealous of who is going to care for Nomura the best. Warabi now also has to deal with her own problems. Nomura finally manages to solve some of his problems, but soon new ones start. He has a horrible night. He has very strange nightmares the entire night. He dreams about his past and his memories are all clouded and confusing. Soon, Nomura gets woken up because of some noise happening in the dormitory. There are arguments happening and Nomura is angry because he can't have his peace. It's revealed that some sort of creature is in the bathroom of the dormitory. In the girls' dorm, things are not much better. Many girls seem to have lost their important items. Suddenly, Empress Amou goes missing as well, and nobody knows where she is. We are introduced to Tsukuyo Inaba. She is one of the most powerful members of Heavenly Five Swords. She has a special weapon called Yakumaru. Nomura has to fight her, and he cannot keep up with her insane speed. Nomura, for the first time, realises that he is too weak. Soon, they hear that someone is having an argument at the top of the school, so Nomura and Tsukuyo stop their fight. They go to see what's happening, but they do not find anyone there. A fated battle between Nomura and Amou is finally happening. They go all out, not pulling any punches. Their fight is brutal and they show no mercy. Amou was the Empress all this time, and she was Nomura's friend from childhood. Now, they hate each other. Amou remembers some of her memories from the past. Nomura has to use his special skill to finish the battle and to defeat Amou. Amou is very strong, and Nomura has to use all his strength to survive. While Nomura was pretty happy at the school, Amou was furious and angry. Now, she wants to focus all of that anger on Nomura in a final battle. They have a brutal fight in the rain. Nomura and Amou both have flashbacks to the past and their memories with each other. Soon, Nomura manages to finally land the finishing blow. Amou is defeated and the sun rises. All the girls recover from the battles. Amou and Nomura finally become friends once more. In the end, Amou even kisses Nomura and tells him to inform the other girls that Nomura is her man.